Okay, so we have we're just proving out that this fretboard has drop one scale tone, one scale degree integrity. All right. So let's look at the lowest box here where we got the D here. All right. So root D is D shaped. So we've got the D shape here, but in the D pentatonic, we've got 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5. Okay, the 3 is going to drop to a 2. Okay, you know, the 2's okay. It's not going to drop to anything. The 3 is already dropped. You know, they can look at it as this 3 is dropped to this 2 in the C box. So this does cover everything. It covers drop down, but it also covers substitute, which is the same thing. When you take an Ionian triad root position, root 3 5, and you drop it down to 7 2 4, it's the same exact chord as if you dropped it down and played that minor. So both of these are drop down methods. All right, now that's not the only way to do it. It's not the only way to do it. My dog's having fun back there. Will you stop that, Bobo? Bobo. Anyway, so they are both drop down methods. That's what this keyboard does. Let's just do one more shape. Let's do the G shape. Okay, so we have right here the G shape box. All right, this is the traditional G shape tripentatonic box. Don't worry about the green E. It's up here, the G shape. So starting from the 6th with that G shaped C here. Okay, so it's 6 root 2 3 5 6 root 2. Okay, that 2 3 5 6 root 2 is like an S3S. It's a little building block to pentatonic scales. You're not wrong for doing this. As long as you know that's 2 3 5 6 root 2. It's a Dorian. Alright, that's all that is if you've ever done this. That is just a Dorian. It's, you know, but there's a Dorian, the Dorian scale without the roots 7th or 4th. So it's the short little box form. That's half the story about how to build half diminished chord, how to build pentatonic scales. All right. The other half is the long, the staccato longs, which is 3 5 6 root. You've done this, right? That's fine to do as long as you know that you're doing a 3 5 6 root. So you've got 2 3 5 6 root 2 3 5 6 root. Okay. The only other thing to understand is that as you go across the cage system, say with C, you start with the 3 5 6 root, then go to 2 3 5 6. You have to warp up for 2 3 5 6, then to warp up for the root 2, and then you go into half, the bottom half of a 3 5 6 root, because the other one is no string, no play. So it's the warp, it's the coming onto the keyboard, onto the reality here, and then off into no string land, and also hit the warp. That's how you put pentatonic scales together with the two boxes. So here with the G, we're doing 6 root, but we started really with 3-5 down in no string, and then 6 root, then 2-3-5-6 root 2, and then to a warped over 3-5, and then the 6 root goes right on top of it. That's our normal G pentatonic. But what we do here now to extend this box down, and this is just the region that we're looking at here, okay? We're not actually stretching the box. I'm not going to stretch this box down here. We do the drop downs for G, okay? So what are we looking at here? We're looking at this 5 is going to go to a 4, okay? Because we're going to drop down from the root to the 7th. 1 scale note each note. Every single note goes down 1. So you could look at it as, if I play this on the piano, let's say this G would be 6 roots right there. We want to drop the root to the 7, and we want to drop the 6 to the 5. So it's, here's the root, here's the drop down. All right, now we go to the second one is 2 to 3 goes. So remember, it went 6 to root, then 2 to 3 because it's pentatonic. We're going to drop the 2 to 3, the 2 and the 3 to 2 and to let's see. We're going to drop the 3 to the 2. That's for sure. The 2 we don't have to drop. Okay, now when we're playing. Well, because we're not. At one point, when I'm playing a triad here, that's 1, 3, 5. We're not playing a pentatonic here. If I wanted to drop a pentatonic strictly to this, they have something that's called a B half diminished pentatonic, but I didn't want to go there. But this is what it would be. You can do it on the white keys on the piano. That's why we're not dropping every single member of that G pentatonic. We're not going. And then kind of thing. I'm not sure if that's even right, because like I say, we're not dropping it chromatically, we're dropping it scale tone wise. So it would have to go to something within the mode. And that's almost like going down a minor or something like that. It's not easy. It's not easy because of, All right, the reason is because the same thing. We're not dropping a pentatonic. So when I do that, again, we're starting a pentatonic there. We can drop a triad. Okay, so that's how that works. So we have to move along. Okay. So this does cover that. We'd play the G minor diminished fifth. So here's the G major shape, root 3, 5. Now let's first look at a G minor before we diminish the 5. So it's 7. It's a G minor shape. So it's minor to a major. That would be a G minor shape right there, root triad. But we're going to diminish that 5. So that gives us our 7, 2, 4. That's how this top fretboard works. Alright, same thing with the C box. We've got the C-shaped major, 5 root 3, 5 root 3, and then we do the minor, which would be here. F sharp,